I just made this awesome ass chicken, and it's upside down. So let's flip it over. Oh, actually, it wasn't upside down. There's the other end. This shit is crazy fucking good. Hey everybody, welcome back to the barbecue test pit. I'm Craig, and today we're going to be doing some direct heat chicken, and we're just going to keep it super simple. Just some salt, pepper, garlic, and a little bit of seasoned salt. But first, I had somebody reach out to me, Vivo Sparks, asking me if I wanted to try their salt and pepper, electric salt and pepper grinder, and I said yes, because the last video I made, I was just complaining that I didn't have two clean hands to grind pepper, and I like my food to be a little bit pepper heavy. So it just happened to be they had reached out and they sent me these. They come in a nice little docking stand, which I did think was a charging stand, but it's not. It's just a plastic dock to set them in. Pretty heavy duty plastic, so can't really complain about it, but they did provide two 2.5 foot long USB-C to USB regular charging cables, a cleaning brush to clean the inside out, and they are adjustable. So I'm going to go ahead. I haven't opened these yet. I did charge these overnight just because I figured if I didn't, they weren't going to be charged and then they're not going to be worth a shit for this video today. So it is a nice firm click. These are pretty heavy duty stainless steel. There's a low and a high setting, and you plug them in right back here. Oh, so there's a lock and unlock. Oh, pops right off. Nice big hole. Super easy to pour in. Unlike a lot of your grinders, click right back on, and there we have it. I like that you can see, it's clear. You can see how much pepper you have left. So here we're going to start on the coarsest grind. Little simple button right here. Pretty coarse. I like it. And go to the second course. Now it's not working too good. It was hard to switch over. There it goes. We must have peppercorns stuck in. It's not churning very well. So let's see if I can loosen up. Let's start on the smallest grind and move forward. All right, we'll check the smallest grind. All right, that's still not working. Go back to the coarse. Coarse grind works fine. Second. Now it's working. It must have just had a peppercorn stuck. Let it. It's coarse. Those two look about the same to me. That's the third coarsest setting, and I do like that setting. It's the third lowest. The 6th. Like your standard cafe style. 2nd to smallest. It's a nice fine grind. I'm gonna keep that on the 2nd level grind while we do these chickens. I got my eggs set to, it's about 270 right now. I hope it goes down. I want this down to around 200, 225 for the first couple hours. This is a Lincoln County chicken experiment that I did see on there. So we're just gonna flip these over. These are just half chickens. The butcher had a sale on chickens this weekend. They were, I think, $1.49 or $1.59 or some shit per pound. So I called them up, had them split them for me, and saved me some time. And I got I think a whole chicken was like $7. So pretty cheap meal. I'm gonna throw a little bit of duck fat on these just for a little binder. I did pat them dry. They are a little bit wet. I am not gonna put any salt on these. I have salt in my SPG. But first, you know what? We'll try the new pepper shaker. See how it works one-handed. I mean, you get a nice amount of pepper coming out of this thing. Well, so far, I'm not really liking it. I charge this thing all night, so battery can't be dead. It doesn't seem to perform very well on the finest grinds. I bumped it up to the 3rd setting. I don't know if you could see the arrow. It's black on black. Honestly, I can't tell too much of difference in the grind between setting 2 and setting 3. So I might just keep it on setting 3 because it seems to be working. Pretty windy out here, but it's dropping the pepper really nice. So it seems to grind a pretty good amount of pepper. I like the amount that it puts out. So again, I'm just gonna cover this in some SPG. And a little bit of seasoned salt. All right, guess not seasoned salt, since this is not what I asked for it to be brought out, but there's barely anything in it. We got some hot dirty bird, so I'm just gonna add this for color. Is there salt in here? Yeah, so all right. We're just gonna sprinkle a little of this on for a little bit of color, not so much as flavor. All right, so we got those seasoned up. I'll just give them a flip. And again, start with the pepper. I'm just gonna lift these wings. Get that breast real good, real quick. I am changing my mind on this grinder. I didn't like it because it was jamming up, but currently it's going pretty good. so I might like it. And go back across with the SPG. Forgot to spray this side with duck fat. Let's do that real quick. All right, I don't really know how I feel about this. I don't know what they cost. I mean, this is just dead. No, maybe not. Big green eggs down to 230 degrees, so that's where I want it. So now we're just gonna get these on bone side down for now. So we're gonna try to get these on here. I'm gonna try to go bone side out where most of the heat is. Hopefully I can get 6 of these on here. And I added some pecan wood chunks in here for a little bit of extra smoke. Can I get 6? I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I just think there's a better way to organize these, or does that look good? Have to get a bigger egg. This looks like it's gonna work. You could change this to look like that somehow. All right, got those on the grill. Gonna let those go for about 2.5, 3 hours, and then we'll come back and check the color on them and give them a flip. All right, so it's been about 2.5 hours now, and we're gonna take a look at the chicken here, and it looks really good. Got really nice color. I don't feel like the bark's setting, so I'm gonna let this go another half an hour. I have my mop sauce over here. This is the Lincoln County mop sauce. Apple cider vinegar, lemon, pepper, and what the fuck's the other thing? Lemon, pepper, apple cider vinegar, and butter. And we're gonna start mopping the chicken probably in another half an hour, because I don't want to start mopping yet. I don't think that the bark is set. So I'm going to close the lid on the egg and remind you all to check out my Shopify. Link will be in the description. Get yourself a barbecue test pit koozie, t-shirts, hats, and I got women's wear coming out too next month. So I'm going to have some swimsuits and all that. You're not a very good recorder. All right, so it's been 3 hours now. We're checking the chicken. The bark looks a lot better. It's not coming off as much on my finger. I have my mop sauce here, butter, vinegar, lemon, and pepper. And we're just gonna do a quick mop on these before we turn them. Just gonna flip these over. Got great color on there. I'm still gonna keep, actually I'm gonna put the bone side in, keep the dark meat on the outside. Still rocking at 225. These are looking pretty juicy. There's gotta be a good way to get these all on here. Here we go. So we're gonna get that off and give these another mop. I'm gonna let that mop set right inside there, that cavity too, like that. And then we're just gonna come back here every 20, 30 minutes and give these a mop and probably flip them, mop them. So we're about 8 hours in, and these things have awesome color. I've been rotating them every 25, 30 minutes, dabbing them with the mop sauce. So we're gonna go ahead and pull these off. These been on almost 8 hours. They're this thing is fucking dripping juice. This is the most insane looking chicken I've ever seen in my life. They look fucking amazing. I'm drunk. This has been a long day. Not only trying to cook these and do shit with them, but I'm just gonna pull this up. Look at that. It's fucking crazy. The breast and the thigh and the drumstick, just holy shit. I mean, we have to taste it. It pulls apart. It's so hot. I know I'm gonna burn my mouth. I know it's gonna hurt, but I have to eat this for you. So hot, so juicy. It's pulled back off the bone like that. Everything in there is just it's just falling apart. No, you don't need no, everything just fell. You've seen it right there. I mean, the chicken's a shit show. I'm a shit show. There's nothing. Even the skin is still crispy. Flavor is phenomenal. With the salt, pepper. Salt, pepper, salt, little. That's all you taste, salt and pepper. There's nothing else. You have the hint of the citrus from the lemon and the mop sauce, but holy shit, this is a good ass. This chicken is like a sponge. Close my egg down so the fucking smoke stops going in my eye. This chicken is like a wet sponge. Like that bone, that chicken drumstick has nothing on it. This is probably the most tender, juiciest chicken I've ever had, ever in my life. It's fucking phenomenal. This is by far, hands down, some of the best chicken I've ever had, let alone made. This is unreal. Real quick, while I'm still thinking about it, I want to get back to the pepper and salt grinder. Like I said, feels heavy duty, feels nice and durable. I like this screen. I wish the charging dock, I wish the little plastic dock that it came with was an actual charging dock instead of having to put in cords. But I do like that they put in cords, but I'm pushing the button now like this thing has been charged. It's not doing anything. It doesn't have the power that it needs to actually grind peppercorns unless you, I would say you would have to empty this. Make sure it's completely empty and cleaned out. Set it to the setting that you want the coarse grindness to be at before you put your peppercorns in, and then put your peppercorns in. Because right now it's working, but it's stalled out. Like, if I bought this online, if I bought this at Target or Amazon, I'd be returning it in a day or two. It's just not, it doesn't perform the way that I feel that it should. It doesn't have the, it's weak. Everything else about it is great. It feels heavy duty, clear chamber, the grind settings, but it doesn't have the power that it needs to grind the peppercorns, and it's just not grinding them. So Vivo Sparks electronic one push button grinders, in my opinion, is a do not buy. Sorry, Vivo Sparks. They sent me this. They asked me to do an honest review, and that's what I'm doing. I would not be happy if I purchased this. It is what it is. I'm gonna go eat this chicken because it's fucking phenomenal, and I'm gonna go share it with people that are in my garage. We've been drinking all day. This chicken took almost 8.5 hours to cook. So there it is. Let's drink, eat, and fucking be merry. I'll see you on the next video.